Alright, so this is Black to Fall. It's a, I guess, atmospheric puzzler by a Romanian studio, kind of inspired by the communism they had to go through and some 90s sci-fi type stuff going on. It's pretty much just solving some puzzles and trying not to die. So we'll just go ahead and get started. Time will start when we select the first chapter, and hopefully nothing goes too wrong. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so there's unfortunately not a lot of good music in the game. So just lots of sound effects and kind of spooky reverb going on. So we're going to start off with a little cardio, get the legs going, get the blood pumping. I don't know how that front wheel is spinning, but whatever. You get the heated bolt in the cart, and we're just going to wait for it to roll over a bit. Once the door opens, jump through. Going to be a lot of bunny hopping around. It's the quickest way to get around. And there's also going to be a lot of just kind of hanging out and waiting for stuff to happen. So, we're just going to try and not die at the times we don't need to die, and try and solve these puzzles as quickly as possible when we get to the rooms. So 3 jumps, and then we back jump to turn this little thing. Hop across, get a little rumble cutscene. Hopping. Now this next part, there's going to be a guard kind of blocking our path. If he's looking down, we didn't really get the good cycle. We'll have to wait for him to abuse one of these guys walking through. So we're just, there we go, that's what we wanted to see. So we just got to wait for him to look to the right, or to his right. And hop across, get into this little scaffold. We're going to go up. 2 full cranks. Crank this to the right. Nice little arrow telling which way we're going to go. We're going to bust through the glass. That little scanner on the far right is going to come across. We're going to need to not move while it's on us. And then we got to time this jump so we make it to the platform. Because if we fall down, unfortunately we die. Lose a couple of seconds. Come on, make it, make it, make it. Cool. Do some more cardio because that's what's up. This dude has really good leg muscles and arm muscles, as we'll see throughout the run. Do about 4 jumps, get close to this guy. You don't want to wake him up. He's taking a little power nap. More power to him. Now I'm going to try for some YOLO strats in this next little puzzle area. I'll try it maybe 3 times, and then I think we're probably just wasting time at that point. But usually you gotta wait past this. Get it. Nope. The spot you need to be, alright, one more time, is kind of weird. It's kind of random. Oh, okay, we got it. So that just saves about, 5-10 seconds maybe. The little machine gun goes through a cycle, and you have to wait it out, and then you can turn the valve. So he'll blow up, and then we go across. We're gonna need to break through this wood. So 4 little machine gun bonks, and we're gonna be through this. Up, get some arm strength going on. We're going to crush this guy for being a communist. That's what you get. Wait for a little cutscene. Now it's going to be kind of a inside and a portal mix, because we got a little arm gun so we can control people. So we'll wait for this, get control, grab that guy, get him started walking. So we'll use the poor souls of this communist regime to do our dirty work and help us escape. I think we're a old mechanic just trying to make our way out, and unfortunately at whatever cost. So we can't cross this little bit because the green poison, as you can see, the nice weird signs. So we're gonna have to wait for this guy to crank up this little safety portal. We'll walk through. We'll do some squats while we wait. So we can't engage our little portal fake gun anywhere in the red, the scanners. They will lock onto you and pump you full of lead. So I'm just gonna wait until it's all the way at the top. Grab that guy so he's already good to go. Wait for the scanner to lock onto us, sneak through, and kind of chill out for a second. Thank you, guy. See you later. Good luck. Get some elevator action going on. We'll sneak past this guy. Nice big old red phone alarm looking thing. Some nice communism feel going on in here. So we will intentionally die here to move ahead to action. Usually you gotta wait for that guy on the left to slowly walk over. So now wait for that guy to look across. We'll sneak on here. Somehow he can't see us when he turns around. Which is fine by me. Get some more elevator action. And keep on keeping on. So yeah, it's kind of the same vein as like Limbo and Inside and all those games. Not as flashy. The controls aren't as smooth, but I still enjoy it. You know, it's got the whole dystopian feel going on, hardcore. I like the puzzles in the game. Still trying to find ways to... I might have stopped that a little bit too early. You can stop that... Alright, nope, too early. You don't have to have that camera go all the way, or projector go all the way to the edge. There we go. So you want to jump up and grab the ledge and pull yourself up so you're at the very far end of that. So when he starts walking, we can jump, crouch, and he won't turn and look at us. Hop over a couple, we're gonna jump, go down the elevator, and hopefully get this next puzzle without too much delay. Get that guy on the bike. So when he will take the focus of that scanner while we move on, I'm gonna need both of these guys to walk over to the right side of that little platform. That'll open up and we'll drop down. There we go. Some more bike action up there, and some fans or whatever you want to call them that you cannot jump through right now. So we'll get this set up. We need that pipe up there to be somewhere in that area, because we can use the metallic structures to bounce our light beam off of. So I'll get this guy to stop this first. Just call them fans. Jump through that sucker. Get him. Oh, how do we stop that? Go further. Go. Go. No. Alright, it might just be quicker to die. So that's gonna kill some time. So in the meantime, that Zanky Zero run was pretty awesome. I think we got Garfield coming up after this, so we're definitely getting into the spooky games. And my parents thought I would never get into NASA, and just want to say I proved them wrong. So, we gotta stop that guy. So we'll just wait some more. So yeah, unfortunately, some of these puzzles, if you don't get them the first time, you can lose a lot of time. Case in point, we'll stop there a little bit further this time, so we're not screwed. So there's some that you can lose, you know, a few seconds. Some will set you back a whole room, and you have to do everything all over again, and you'll lose a bunch more time. That's what we wanted the first time. You can select the second lever, and pull that down, and we'll stop this and finally get out of this room. Not quite as speedy as we wanted to be. 3 jumps, run a little bit, jump over this gap, drop down to some lava. This room, if you screw up at the very end, you have to jump across. You have to start from the very beginning and run through this whole little side-scrolling bit, so make sure we get that jump down. I don't know why there's 4 blades cutting one line, but it's cool. So we're basically gonna wait for this fire to roll under the pipe. Give it a little bit more time, so we're good. Jump at the end. All right. So we'll do 2 jumps, and then just kind of this like delayed jump over an edge, and you get a little bit of a extra boost. So we'll use that a couple more times. See if we can time this right. He's got it. Air Jordan, we're good. We'll cross the gap, pull a lever, wait for a door. You got your pattern going. Do some jumps. We can just hold, jump, and sprint, and go to the right for this part. The jumps time up really well. There's a couple sections like that where you don't even have to watch. You just hold, jump, and go. So now we're on to the next room. Off of autopilot, if you can highlight this and kind of get the door to be moving up and down, it'll immediately drop that piece. Turn around, we'll get this elevator going back up. Do some more crouches and squats. Getting these lasers to hit the little door button can be kind of a pain in the butt. This room is not as bad as it may seem. Hopefully it doesn't jinx it. So we'll need this guard to start walking to the right. He'll pause for a second, and then we'll have to wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can open this trap door. We're gonna race across, open the other trap door, kind of distract them with that. Get this laser, which will set off an alarm. That door. There we go. Hop through this door while he's seeing about the laser, and that's that room. Get some more hopping between rooms. Hop. Take off our little portal gun for a second. Power these machines to open this door for some more cardio. Get that down there. We get this little thing up top to go to the far right. We get a little bit of music, so I lied. We got some music. Get our arm cannon back. Hop up, across, 2 hops, and we'll aim our cannon at the very top right. Get that elevator to come down. Now the timing on this with the red lasers going up and down on the very bottom can get kind of tricky. I think we'll be all right, but we may get disintegrated. Let's see. Come on, come on. There we go. All right, we're good. Drop down here, so that's that room. Do our hopping bit. Hop past this scanner. Crank ourselves a bridge. It's pretty straightforward for most of the game. There's a couple puzzles. Oh, you son of a gun. Getting hasty. There's a couple puzzles that there are ways, that was kind of close, to cut some corners. I don't run into this the first time just casually. Some of these puzzles are actually pretty difficult to figure out, and then once you play it a million times, you can just start trying new things. You can find ways to get past them a little quicker. So pop it up here. We're going to. This is a fun room that if you screw up, it's not as easy. We'll get that set laser. Might have jumped too early. Yep, jumped too early. To open, keep that door open so we can get our arm cannon thing back. We'll jump over the laser this time. There we go. Laser wall that moves. Hop back to the left to pick up our portal gun. We'll be hopping back to the right. We'll need to go back up and turn that set laser to the far right door. Hop twice, and then there's a button up top. We hit that, and that'll reset the laser. Hopefully give us enough time to get this lined up, and then not jump into the laser wall this time. Good. Let's jump off this, fall off of that, jump, 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 jump. Get this going, sneak into that. This next part is another section where you can just run and jump. I'm just holding it. It's gonna work out, trust me. There's more communism going on down there. We get some kind of Metal Gear type walkers coming up pretty soon. A little bit of a Star Wars vibe to it. The little two-legged chicken walker things. Got another door to hit. Lots of doors, lots of lasers, lots of lights, lots of cardio. Got a good laser cycle. Hop over that guy. Hop and around, climb up. Hopping and climbing is the name of the game. Hop to the right, we'll do a long hop, a short hop, and a long hop to jump straight on that platform. A lot of this game is trying to minimize having to pull yourself up from ledges because it takes a little while. So any chance we can get to just make it and we're good to go. We get a little cutscene, we can see all the gears walking out. They're pretty mean. They'll shoot you. So that's kind of cool. The perfect hop is so good. I'm gonna try and get a couple more in the next section, even though I probably shouldn't because I'm already way behind. But just to not have to pull yourself up and wait, I'm gonna go for it at least once. It doesn't. We won't lose too much time if we screw it up. If I screw it up. 5 full cranks, and we're gonna go just a hair on the next one. 2. There we go. All right, so we jump. This one's kind of. Hopefully we're in the right spot. There we go. Hopped over that edge, and hopefully, nope. He tried. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So we're gonna hop, not hop down, but just fall down here. Jump across. Unfortunately, have to pull ourselves up there. Lots of hopping in this game, jumping, crazy jumps. So again, another section where we just hold sprint, jump, and the left arrow direction. Do 3 small hops and then start holding sprint. That should line us up with where we need to go. Got a little trash compactor scene, we just gotta wait it out. Do some squats. Add some push-ups. Some chain link fence push-ups. Arms feeling good. Now this guy is when you start the game and you play through, you have a little Ushanka hat, a little Russian hat with the ear flaps and all. One of the trophies, I don't even remember which one, but you get this little red toboggan thing with the white furry ball thing at the top. So you look kind of funny, but I don't think there's any way to get rid of it, so just kind of roll with it. At least it's easier to see yourself, because it's not just all gray, black, and everything in between. So another section where we're just hopping to the right, magically missing all these holes, then we'll hold sprint, jump to the left, make it all the way back, wait for this weird thing to go all the way to the left so we can crawl and run on top of that. Now we need to hit this ledge, and if we continue our hopping to the right, we should not get killed by the fire. Pull that lever, puts out the fire, and we get a little platform that runs to the bottom. We will drop down. We're supposed to drop down on it. It's preferred. See if we can get it second time. There we go. Easy peasy. Who needs to do it the first time? Alright. This next section can be kind of a pain in the butt. Took a while to figure out when I first played. So do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wait for a second. 2 hops, and we're good. And we finally make it outside. It's to some more bleak and dystopian themed sadness. So now we gotta worry about some walker gears. So we'll do 2 jumps inside the fence, and we're gonna have to crouch and just slowly walk across while he walks by. Somehow doesn't see us, which I'm fine with that. It's cool. I have to keep on sneaking for a while until he starts moving again. So yeah, just keep on sneaking. We should be good. Do some jumps. Just holding sprint and jump again. Do 1 more jump, we'll slide down, we'll wait for this rope to snap, and then we can jump to the right. This game can be a little finicky, so hopefully all these jumps line up and engage. Just jump across. This next part will be kind of fun. We've got a boat section coming up. Is that thing? Okay, it's barely hitting that little spot. So some nice sad atmospheric music in the background to keep us keep going. So once the boat gets close enough, pull our portal gun out. It'll keep slowly moving across. We'll hop twice, hopefully time this jump right. Alright, we're good. So we got to keep this lit up to keep us to start the boat and go to the right, and we'll have a bunch of scanners to avoid and hopefully not get killed by them. Use this boat to kind of protect us. We need to crouch down. The next one hopefully will be swinging to the left before we get to it. Not a great cycle, but whatever. We'll roll with it. Because it moves to the right as we're going to the right, so just kind of have to wait it out. And not get killed by this one. And just 1 more to slowly get by. Give them the old razzle-dazzle, and that's the boat scene. Or one of the boat scenes. We got a raft scene coming up. So now we get to introduce our good friend, the robot dog thing, bug-looking guy. So now we have a companion in our quest to escape this horrible place. We can kind of control where he goes, and he'll be helping us out. We can hop on him. He can be used to stop things from crushing us. We'll use him as a little stepping stone right here. Hop over this fence. We'll open that up, and when you get him in that position in the little step stool spot, you have to bring him back down before he'll kind of move along with you. So we'll get that. For some reason he can't walk across these pipes as they are, but that's okay. We'll just pull this lever and then we'll rotate. And come on, little buddy. So all these little blue squares with the circuitry, you can jump on them and engage them, I guess. And that'll make things move. And for the rest of the puzzles, there will be another one up here that'll lift these 2 massive things. Time that hop over here. Oh, nice little ride coming up. Back to bed, do some pull-ups while we wait. Drop her down into that actor area. And that top piece is going to come down and try and crush us, but luckily for us, this guy is pretty much indestructible. So perhaps it's an anticipation. Here we go. And we're safe. So we'll leave him in that position. He will make it out. It's gonna fill with water. Somehow this robot doesn't get affected by water. We die when we hit water, but he's fine, so it's all good. we'll hop on this box. If we had not left the robot crouched, he doesn't come up here on the bottom, and you'll have to take a death in the next scene. But leaving him crouched will kind of just speed up this whole process and save you a few seconds. So it's a nice little pee break if anybody needs one. We're just going to be being carried. This box is literally carrying the run right now. So, this robot dog, they can control him as well, and they will take back ownership, unfortunately. So we're going to have to save our buddy. This beer-bellied guard going on. So what we're going to need to do in this next little puzzle is hop on top of that box smasher thing. That'll bust the pipe on the right, and then the guard will have to come investigate. And that'll stop the compactor thing. He'll come to the right. He'll be mean to the little robot dog. We'll take back ownership and show this guy again. Take a couple steps underneath. Not a good place to be. And that's what you get. Squats. So this next little area, we'll be using the robot to block some steam from killing us. This one's always a pain in the butt because it's kind of finicky with the jumps and how far you go and trying to get this lined up. A little bit of lag, never hurt nobody. So we're trying to make these jumps. Okay. So we're going to be trying to make these jumps and not run into the steam. There we go. Now, this one, don't. Sometimes you'll jump and go like straight to the steam, and that's pretty annoying. There we go. Not too bad. Not great. Some loud noises coming up from the Metal Gear Walker. You have to wait for them. You scare up these birds. They fly across. The walker doesn't like birds. And if you get caught by it, it is really loud and it always scares the crap out of me. This train, I think it's on a cycle, so if you don't die in the areas that you already died, chance you can just go run straight through and not even see the train. So unfortunately we're gonna this may have gotten some slight inspiration from certain games. I don't know. So unfortunately our little robot friend fell down the hole, so we're gonna have to get him out. We need to fill up this big bucket with some water first for obvious reasons. Unfortunately, we are not fireproof. If we're not waterproof, you can't be fireproof. It's just absurd. So we got our bucket full of water. Now we got to get our buddy out. So we'll rotate this pipe and fill up his little canyon of solitude with water. Free that guy right up. Luckily, he can kind of make his way out by himself. He is not as helpless as we are, so that's great. Straightforward, just hopping and jumping section coming up. Little spot where we stop and jump over that water. You can't run through that little puddle of water, you'll die. It's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. Alright, now we got a raft flotation scenario coming up. Hopefully this goes well. This is not the normal way to do this, but it saves a few seconds, so we're going to try it. So we can jump, get up on this guy, and then not do that. Well, that didn't work. so we'll do the backup. Supposed to jump on the robot and then jump across. That is not how you do it. And that does not work either. That's what I'm trying to avoid, because that was the normal method before I would use. You have to get him to kind of jump back and forth to the right there, and then you jump back to this little dock. But that's always kind of, yeah, finicky. So we'll do the backup way. Lose some more time, but what can you do? So the running section, you can see all the nice stopping environments in the back. Poor guys working themselves to death. Just straight up running around and jumping, I guess. Alright, next little puzzle is pretty straightforward. Fill up this thing with water and put out some more fires. So he's jumping on. There's two little holes that we'll have to kind of keep plugged up with ourselves. Get the water to fill out. Fire. Go. Now we have a weird little a bridge kind of held up in the middle by some wires, and we'll use some steam to move it around. Right now this abandoned, cool looking thing. So get him hopped up there. We'll move the steam over so it'll bring the right side down where we can jump on it. We can't go through the steam obviously because that would be ludicrous. So we'll hop onto the board, get our robot friend to go to the left, raise this up so we can jump to the right. And we'll fill this with water so our robot buddy can get out. And keep on keeping on. Use him as a stepping stone again. Hopefully hit him in the right area. Sometimes you'll just not be able to get up to that compartment to rip it off. Like that. Okay. How about right there? There we go. Because the same button to open this or rip that off is the same button to make him go up and down into a stepsel thing. So if you're not close enough, it'll just register you hitting that action button as making him go back to robot mode. So some more running and jumping. We're gonna miss this plank that magically falls down. Doesn't really do anything, but it's just always fun to miss it. Something to do. This area we've got a piston thing in the middle that we'll get the robot to press down. We'll keep these grate doors open on the left to bring up this big block of concrete. We'll bring the robot off. Keep the block down there. And then we're going to get the robot on top and then jump across before he presses the lever down. And that'll bring us up and out on the block. We'll do some more pull-ups. And take a leap of faith. What could go wrong? Okay. So we got a nice little bit of running going on, running and jumping. Our robot friend will eventually catch up with us because he's going to be yeeted across the screen in just a second. Now I was gonna have some Miley Cyrus queued up for this part, but I completely forgot about it. So just use your imagination. You'll know when it hits. Literally. So So, good luck, buddy. Thanks for helping us out. He's not dead, he's fine. But it's a violent way to continue on, nonetheless. So wait for this nasty looking wrecking ball to come up, sneak under that, and then keep on keeping on. Got a little taste of religion, of course, high religion, by religion. Good times. Give the robot a bath. Come on. Get him set up. Dump him in. Get him on this little switch. And hit him on that little switch. He's going to be a great pal and block these lasers up top. And then we'll be able to knock this door over. So, I'm going to hold right, sprint, and jump. Make sure we get this jump. It can be kind of finicky, so I'm not going to leave that chance. Had enough issues so far. Distract the scanner with the robot. Because they won't kill a robot, they'll just kind of be fixated on it. So, a little distraction while we step by. We'll bring back our robot friend under this nice canopy so he's away from danger. The scanner will eventually give up, kind of go back to its routine of just scanning back and forth. We'll use the robot to help us get up on this a little bit. We'll come back. We'll have to come back and free him up because we're going to need to get past the steam. So just, okay, that's cool. That's not what you want. So we'll hop back up, do this the right way, there we go. Not get killed by the laser. Alright. We'll go here, block the steam. We're gonna use him again to stop this little crank. Sorry, buddy. You'll be fine, trust me. That'll stop this machine to the right, pressing up and down, and we can sneak through. He's great. Don't look at him. He's fine. Those beeps are beeps of joy and contentment from knowing that he's helping us escape. Drop down, pull the lever to release all that stuff, and he can get out and help us again. We'll need him to climb over this bit. So we'll just keep spamming this until he comes. Not much else we can do, maybe some squats. Feeling good. Got the blood flowing, there we go. Hop off that love shack, and we'll go to the right, and we'll need some help again. This bit down. Alright, thank you, buddy. Take a seat. Not get killed by the laser. Cool. For once. And we'll need some help again. We're gonna race him up under these wood planks. Break that. And make our way outside of here. Alright, so one more kind of major puzzle to go through, and then it's pretty much just going through the motions for the last little, maybe 10 minutes of the game. So hopefully this doesn't go too horribly. This can get a little laggy for the jump, so that can make it interesting. Right here, we'll wait for a second, right there. How to hopefully make this jump, please, thank you. Jumping and running. One last little circuit box for him to attach to for ladder mode, and then we'll see if I can like never make this bus grab at the end, but we'll try it. So just a bunch of running for like 20 seconds, and we're gonna try and hop onto a bus It's pretty much pulling away. There's a scanner at the very end. He'll shoot you, so we'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Spam the action button. That's what usually happens. I can never catch the bus on a good run. I can catch the bus on a bad run, no problem. Which I should have caught it on this run, but we'll just kind of ignore that fact right now. So what you're supposed to do is that. There we go. Hop the bus, you get a nice little, another little bathroom break if you need it. A little cutscene where they pull over the bus, they see we're on it trying to escape, and they detain us once again. Nice and bleak. Very cozy in the background. I don't know why anybody would want to escape, but here we are just doing it anyway. Alright, so they got us. They know something's up. I don't know if it's the hat that gives us away. I don't know why it would be, but we get caught. And shoved. So, another little break. I think this might go over just a little bit. Like the very last couple minutes of this game is pretty much just jumping and running, so it's not very exciting anyway. So we're gonna need to dab our way to freedom right here. We gotta dab to the right, dab to the left, we're gonna dab to the right, dab to the left, dab into the pipe, tap, dab to the left, and then dab to freedom. There we go. Now this next section is gonna be pretty boring. Yeah, it's just gonna be, we're kind of crippled right now, physically disabled a bit, so we're gonna be hobbling around. We can no longer do our hop jumps, sprinty bunny hops. So we're just gonna slowly be making our way to the right. Got some kind of creepier music. Blinding around this corner. We don't even look ahead, we just go right around the corner. Dangerous as can be. Creaky light. Staple in any good game. Made our way past it. So this little red laser, we're fine because that guy is incapacitated. We're gonna hobble our way in front of this scanner. And instead of using this little shack to wait it out, we're just going to go ahead and kill ourselves. And then that should move the scanner up ahead of us and save a few seconds. So yeah, you got us. Good on you. Alright, that moves us up. I have to wait right here for that mobile scanner to block the other scanner. Sneak under there. So hop up on some pipes. Slowly pull ourselves up and hitch one more ride. So he's kind of hurt, but he can still do pull-ups, no problem. And go a little bit of time this way. You get carried across the scanner on the bottom that you cannot cross otherwise. Hopefully drop down and not get killed. I'm going to play this a little bit safe. We should be good there. So just walking to the right. There's going to be a lever we'll pull. And then we'll drop a bunch of materials. I think they're shoes, so that's kind of creepy. I think you can imagine where the shoes came from. Hence the whole just not great feels of the game. Yeah. So make our way to the lever. Speed ran that right there. Yeah, I think they're shoes. So we'll have to use the pile of shoes to jump up to that platform. Hopefully if we timed it right, the shoes will still be dropping as you walk to the right. You don't have to wait till the pile's all the way full. And then we'll make it to the kind of the horror themed payoff of the whole game. Pretty creepy, still kind of creeps me out every time I go through it. The last room before we officially break out. There we go. Using this last coffin to fake out that scanner. Wait it out. And once it scans over us one more time, we will get the hell out of here. So we're gonna hobble sprint our way to the door. Nice little piano accompaniment now. Not creepy at all. So we're making our way to the end of the game in Revolution, as it would be. Might see some buildings on fire. Might see some guys pretty messed up. Might see a not Metal Gear Solid Walker just kind of hanging out. Maybe. Maybe not. It would be a shame if they left the keys inside. You don't want to have that stolen. So I guess we'll just give it a once over to see. And they did. Alright, so hopefully this doesn't glitch out. It's only happened one time, but that was one too many times. You're going to be using this not Metal Gear Solid Walker to ram the wall to the right, free yourself and all these guys. Of course the walker is also crippled at this point. Why not? So you're going to have to ram this wall like 5 or 6 times. There was one time I played and a piece of the wall came down and blocked me from kind of walking to the right. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen here. I guess in theory this would kind of be the end of the game, but right now the actual end of the game in the speed bumps is once you go past the next screen, you have to kind of funny hop through all these pictures and the credits. So we just gotta make it through this wall and then it's like a minute and a half of running and jumping. But we didn't get glitched out, so we're good to go. We didn't get stuck. Now the game does crash sometimes at the very end of the game, but we should be alright. So now we get about a minute and a half of jumping and running to the right. I think we're gonna go about 30 seconds over. We get some pictures of the actual kind of revolution that went on in Romania and all the communist type of stuff that they had to deal with. I encourage you to look up the history and kind of read up on it every time if you are interested. Kind of makes the rest of the game a little bit more meaning and give light to the struggles. So we're just running and hopping through some water. This water doesn't kill us, that's good. And then time will stop when we finally run off screen and everything fades to black. So yeah, we got Garfield coming up, and then some more runs to finish up the day. I'm just gonna hit this lever while we're here to start the credits, why not? And then we'll run off screen, and time stops now. So yeah, that was Black the Fall. I'm RipWSB, and appreciate the chance to run this game. There's like 4 people that run it, and it's pretty fun. I think I got it pretty much optimized, but still looking for ways to make it go faster. And of course, if you don't die and screw up the puzzles, that's the way to do it. So appreciate it. Thanks. Thanks, man.